All right, and we're live. Wednesday, July 16th. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's make sure the audio works. I even get over this. There we go. All right. Um, let's pull up some music. Let's double check the stream on our stream manager. I think it's looking good. All right. Not sure if I'm going to queue up for, actually not sure what I'm going to queue up for. Right now my big plan is simply to queue for Solo Shuffle and Blitz. I may actually not queue for Solo on this guy and just try and get high-rated Blitz games if I can. Because we're now at the point where there's just just 3 weeks left in the season. It's kind of to think about what we want to go for. If I get a Solo Shuffle pop, that'll be nice though. Nice little warm-up. I've been out and about all day today, so nice to kind of like get back in the mode of playing games, doing things. But for now, let's just see what's going on. So we finished the Gladiator grind finally. Just been pugged a couple games, double Warlock last night. Finish it off. Extremely unpleasant process. Not that threes is unpleasant itself. Threes is fine. I think the meta is a little stale in threes, so it's not as fun as Solo Shuffle, but the gameplay is good. It's just a matter of like the LFG process is so bad, like unbelievably bad. Like you can only play a few games with the team before everyone just kind of like gives up and moves on. So it's a little slow going, but that's okay. We finished that, and it looks like there's actually a new. I was actually just looking at this before I logged on. So this is pretty awesome actually. So I guess next season's Gladiator mount is just going to look super cool. I think they should make this available for Legend and Strategist too. It's actually kind of silly that it's not. Let's leave our Solo Shuffle queue. If we get this queue, that'll be great. I just want to play some Blitz on my main. It's been a while. Maybe I'll queue up on EU as well, depending on how fast the queues are. But sometimes this time of day, I don't often play much this time of day, so it'd be kind of nice to see if we get some high-rated queues. My keyboard is super like crunchy now because I spilled a bunch of coffee on it again. So I think it's a lot cleaner now, but I don't know. I might have messed it up pretty bad. Might need to get a new keyboard. Okay, we got a queue. Oh shoot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is a leave party? But I did not mean to press that button. Okay, it didn't mess me up. All right. I was just trying to hide that thing. All right. Oh yeah, my keyboard's so sticky. All right. 20. Oh man, 2600 games. See, this is a problem. It's like so hard to find high-rated queues. That's okay. Um, uh, wow, 3 holy pallies. Crazy. Um, and my keyboard is super sticky. I hope I get this all fixed soon. Do I need reflect? Probably not as much as. I think I'll stick with reflect and Fellord. Let's do this. All right, let's check our. We want a blitz build. Let's run Soul Harvester Blitz. We're good. All right. queuing a little early. I'm actually surprised that the queue popped for me so quickly. But you know what? I need to get games in because I'm not able to play the super late nights that are required to push for rank 1. So I have to play super well. I have to win all these low rated games as opposed to playing the high rated games, and that's like generally not the way to climb. You basically just lose a lot of it rating that way, but that's okay. What have we got here? We've got. I wonder who's carrying for them. Because Holy Pally tends not to be the best flag carrier simply because they can't bubble. But just depends on who they've got as an alternative. Man, my keyboard is so sticky. Wow, I got kicked by 4 people there. I'm toast. Okay, flag carrier's here. Is this, I wasn't reading chat, so I don't even know who our flag carrier is, but I guess it's a rogue. Kind of interesting. Maybe he's trying to pass it off. I just tossed a Shadow Fury just in case. Okay, yeah, Mistweaver's carrying. That's good. All right, here we go. Man, it's crazy how much these DKs can slow you. All right, 1 down. If I can get to my flag carrier, I might be able to help. There we go. Don't kite too far. All right, we're doing pretty good here. Stun this guy. Coil him. End him. All right. I guess there's no point staying up there. Throw an unending resolve, unending breath on him. That's my only buff I can hand. Our entire offense got completely wiped, so that's bad because they're going to be set up to go on offense before us. That's actually very bad. I'm just peeling. I've got to stop this, kill this guy. Nice, one down. Hit up the healer. We can probably kill the healer, actually. Nice, yeah. We're doing pretty good here. Now that was a really, we had a lot of people on defense, which is super risky at 13 stacks, because like this guy's gonna die in it one tap, but we have a little bit of an advantage on the offense now. Not by much. But we have a little too many people on defense. It's kind of the issue. The Charhound can help knock people out of stealth. So I like to put my Charhound right there at the entrance of the hall. Could probably put him even further forward because it's actually it's a pretty narrow area right here. Is it either they kill him or our dude dies in one shot to this guy here? So I have to try and like CC. I didn't get it. That's crazy. Yeah. There's no way to defend against that. Not really. Not much we can do there. You know, I wonder if there's like some opportunity during that to squeeze in a little bit of more CC. You know, I probably should not have stood right next to the healer or to the flag carrier because then I got like hit with the AoE silences from the rogue. But I'm not sure it made a big difference. We needed like 5 more seconds, and I don't think that was like the difference. So I'm just clearing the way a little bit here. Oh no, is he not gonna make it? Where is he? Oh my gosh. Am I blind? How did he go that far? I am blind. Oh, that's ridiculous. I'm so blind. Well, okay. 7 stacks. It's a good thing this druid picked it up. Let's go escort him a little bit because the DK's on him and he's got a lot of stacks. That guy's on my friends list. It's kind of funny. I probably did some pug threes with him. Okay, this feels pretty good. I actually kind of like the druids holding it, but that's okay. The Mistweaver flag carriers are very good at getting across the map, but they're not actually that good at like holding the flag. Unless they're very good at getting precog, I guess. Because they can't pour with it. They're not the worst, though. I mean, it's fine. Oh my gosh. So, where should I stand? Rogues is just going to AoE silence, but I don't want to be outside a bomb or something. I guess I just stand here. Yeah, this is probably fine. I just want to make sure I can... I don't want to get like AoE solar beamed and stuff too. Because it's definitely going to be these two. Where are they? They're since they died, they're probably like on defense for now. Until they wipe our offense. But it's 15 stacks. They just got to get on this guy. He'll die in one tap. Like one Chaos Bolt is dead. Nice. Oh no. Alright. Wow. With 5 seconds remaining. That's pretty crazy. Very close game. Pretty important I won that because I mean, that was a low rated game. Hey Obliv. Stinky, want a mage lock Mistweaver to Glad next season? Saw the mount update, so you're gonna press Q until you get the glowy bat. I think a lot of people are thinking that. Suddenly the mount is like, it's like, wait a second, should I actually try and do threes again next season? Because like, I don't know. I was not looking forward to doing threes again. I was actually thinking I was never gonna do the Glad grind again after this season. Serious PvP, they can't port with flag anymore? Yeah, Mistweaver's got like nerfed. I don't know why they can't port with the flag. It was like they went from being by far the best flag carrier to being I mean, they're still a good option because they're strong healers and everything, and they can get across the map and they can kite away. But they're not like clearly better than everyone else now. I mean, Presvokers are now definitely the king of flag carrying. Yeah, locks can still port with it. Yep, that's right. Matt, you've had 2 ties this season, both on Twin Peaks. Something about that one? Yeah. One thing about Twin Peaks, actually, one thing about Blitz in general is that I wonder if the death timers are too short. Like sometimes it's like too advantageous to die and respawn in the middle. I don't know what it is. Like if you wipe their offense, you should have like a clear window to send your guys on, you know, on the attack. But if you wipe their offense and then you start going on the attack, they're all gonna res, and you're not really gonna be in a better position. It's a weird thing. I'm not quite sure how I feel about the res timers. I think they're too short. Hey Pluniet. Hey Stinky, you can only get the Glad mount in 3v3? Yeah, I think that's a big mistake on Blizzard part. I mean, it's like, I mean, this looks like crap, and it makes a crap noise and stuff, so I actually don't like the mount at all. I just felt like I had to get it, because like, I don't know, I play a lot these days. It's been a long time. Usually I just play with like my wife and friends and stuff, and we're nowhere near Glad contention, but like, this is first time pushing for Glad in a while. It's kind of interesting to see how the game has evolved. Threes is pretty silly. Like you need a team. If you're just doing LFG, it takes you have to play like you have to spend so much time in the LFG tool It drives me nuts. So I don't recommend it. I think they should open this up to all legend and strategists too, because like those are pretty hard to achieve. Like strategist is definitely more achievable than gladiator and legend, simply because there's a little more rating available in Blitz. But it's like on the grand spectrum of things, it's like still very hard to achieve 2400 in any bracket. I mean, you should be able to get it in twos too. Basically, it's really hard to get it in any bracket. So like, it's a lot harder to get the the best PvP mount reward than it is to get the best PvE mount reward. It's like a million times harder. Let's see, Matt. You wonder if the idea is to make it more competitive and not get too one-sided, keeps teams feeling like they're still in it. Yeah, I mean, capture the flag maps they often end up being very close because, um, yeah, I don't know what it is. Short timers on death, and it's really hard. Uh, Serious, congrats on Glad. Yeah, thank you. It was, I probably should have just turned on my stream while I was finishing it off, but I was like, I only had 2 games yesterday. Um, I usually don't like streaming in the evening, but, uh, probably should have turned it on just so I could record the games. The the game where I won my 50th game to get Gladiator, one of the healer on the enemy team was AFK, so it was like a very hard-earned gladiator achievement there. Um, Obliv, they should have recolors of the mounts for other brackets. Yeah, yeah, that would be such a simple, same exact thing, just like red or whatever. Um, Play healer, you don't spend time in LFG. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I would be interested in it if I can just if I had a regular team and they're all around the same kind of like level. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Blip. I mean, I'm game for it, and like I have like 3 warlocks now, so I have a lot. I'll still be playing a lot, so I'm down for games. Yeah, I mean the this looks so much better. It's like infinitely better. It's weird because it's the same model, but all it takes is a little bit of like just a little flair, some starry stuff here, some glowy stuff here. That's it, and it looks like a billion times better. Like these wings just look like they're lazy. Blizzard is so dumb. Yeah, I I don't know what the deal is. I think they just honestly don't realize how good the game is, and so they don't put enough effort into pushing blitz and solo shuffle modes, and just like really trying to get the maximum out of it because I think those game modes are simply better than every other game in the market in terms of just the replayability. But all they need to do is add a few more incentives to play and also fix the queue times. You know, change Blitz to a 10v10. You'd have a instantly significantly shorter queues. I mean, it's like, and it'd still be equally fun, equally balanced gameplay. Crazy. Hey Matt, and you heard in game it looks even better than the stills. Oh, did they have it on like PTR or something? That's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. I guess I am gonna have to try Gladiator again. I don't know. It was such a grind. Maybe if I can convince a few people to just queue like regularly, um, I'll do it. You know what? Let's fire up the EU account. Um, why not? Get some more games in. But I think also I just like purple stuff better than red stuff. I like voidy things, shadowy things more than fiery things. So this aesthetic instantly appeals to me more. It's gonna be cool. Purple, green, Yeah, actually, that's true. That's like a warlock thing, huh? It's funny. Yeah. I hope, as long as Blizzard just keeps trying to improve everything they've built, just a little at a time, keeps getting better. I think I'm always gonna love this game. All right, let's get the, oh, have I gotten the time walking? I need to do the time walking dungeon thing this week, don't I? Hmm. Not on this guy, but on a different guy. Let's queue here, and then we'll queue here. Let's see, because I still need to get the master of the timeway thing. So my checklist for the week, I need to do master of the timeways. I need to do that this week, which is super annoying because you have to do 5 dungeons, and that takes forever. It takes simply forever. And then, oh yeah, Mage Tower. I need to do Mage Tower at some point. Um, and then I need to do. So Dastardly Duos is done. I didn't do everything in it. I just like had no desire. I think it's a fine event, just like kind of a throwaway thing. So that's the main thing on my list. I got to do, and I don't really care about. I don't really have to do any grateful. I guess I did a few of these, so I'll get a couple thousand gold there. Um, don't need to do Mythic Plus. I could go for the delve thing because what is it called? Let's see, expansion features. No, delves. Yeah, I could get this mount here. I need to unlock a few more skills. I need probably like only like a handful more delve runs to finish that off. Finish the Dark Moon, not Dark Moon, Undermine rep grind. So that's all done. Oh yeah, Glagio. But I can do the Glagio thing anytime. I don't really. It's not like a urgent. Dark Fuse. I'm probably never gonna do. 4th dungeon will give you the achievement. You don't know why it's not 5? Oh, 4 stacks turn into buff. Oh, I see. Interesting. I didn't even know. I mean, I've got like a ret pally I can try and level a little. I've been learning a little bit of Evoker, and I think Evoker is a great class. The more I play it, it's very simple. I think it's literally so Devastation. I think it's literally a 3-button rotation. I mean, you got a few cooldowns you got to juggle, and you want to your big damage cooldown requires a few buttons, but it's mostly just 3 buttons, I think. I mean, I don't know. I have not mastered it, but Evoker might be a good class when people are asking what should they try out when they're first trying out WoW, or they first want to learn a new caster or something. Because Warlock, I mean, I love Warlock, and I think it's the most fun overall, but it's definitely got a steeper learning curve than most casters. So let's see. Squid, these mounts look cool, and they're big and get stuck at doors. Yeah, that's why I always after I get like a big mount, I'll use it for a while, and then I'll always eventually return to using this guy. This is my favorite mount of all. It's like a little rabbit, very quiet. It doesn't make like a bunch of squawking noises or whatever. Fits through doors, so you can like very efficiently enter the auction house. Saves you a second. It's actually pretty nice. Like smaller mounts are just better, just period. Pluniet, super boring farm. Oh, the belt, yeah, or the delve stuff. Yeah, it's extremely boring. But at least you can do it. So one reason why it's not the worst farm is because you can do it while you're in queue for solo shuffle and blitz. So maybe I'll just do that now. Why not? Because and also because you're consistently like you don't care if you have to leave the delve in the middle of it because you're consistently getting the Titan shards. Like you obviously get a lot more Titan shards at the end for completing it, but it's not a big deal, you know. Oops, what am I doing? Let's throw on some PvE gear. Let's do it on lowest tier. And, well, we just do keys. Wait, do I have to do something here? Oh, nice. Let's see. So how many more do I need? I just need one. Oh my gosh, I need a lot. 3, 4, 5. So I need 500 discs. And I think you get around 100 per run or something like that. I don't remember exactly. Maybe it's a little less than 100. Maybe it's like 50 per run. This might be like a lot of runs. Double Devoker 2s is fun, and Toxic rescue each other all over the map. That's funny. Yeah. I think I need to figure out some macros that work with... Am I lagging? That was weird. I didn't see my cast bar. Make sure I loot as many discs as I can before this queue pops. Hey, holding it down. Am I doing delves in between queues for the gold? No, not for the gold, but for the... there's an amount you can get, this Titan console overcharge thing. It's not important. I would 100% not do this if you were... I mean, unless you're just a ridiculous completionist like me. I don't know why I'm doing it. This queue's about to pop anyway. But the thing about delves is like you can do them while you're in queue. Whereas there's a lot of content that you can't do while you're in queue. Like it'll pause your queues, like dungeons and stuff. So, and like my favorite stuff to do in this game is solo shuffle. Solo shuffle, solo blitz. So I'm just trying to like catch these queues and like get a few shards in between. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. We've got 2700 game. It's a little higher. We're on the Horde side. I really hate this map as demo, but we'll do what we can. A lot of casters. So both teams have pretty good comps. Mages are really strong on this too, but so are rogues. Nobody has an evoker. Evokers are the best. Let's go ahead and play. I have like a Cotton Mogu build. Let's see. What does it look like? Run speed. Yeah, that looks good. You know, if I'm doing that, maybe I should. Yeah, this actually looks okay for Cotton Mogu. Giving up the demonic resilience. Kind of. Why not? I probably want strength of will. You know what? This is fine. Let's do this and let's go ahead and get Gateway Mastery. Okay. Wait, gotta switch my gear back to PvP gear. Okay. Oh, let's see. Did I Q pop here? A Q did pop here, but let's go ahead and stick this guy in a follower dungeon. I'm probably not going to play this guy much. I'm fine just playing. I think NA, the queue times are fast enough in the evening that it's not a... And I've got like things to grind. Kind of still want to get rep here and there and whatever, so it's not the worst thing. Okay. So Hunter said he's going to grab right. Let's see. I really don't want to, but I will if I have to. Okay, good. Rogue is going to grab it. Okay. So I'm okay. So it's a pretty nice start. Maybe not so nice. We'll see. Yeah, pretty nice start for us because like we're just getting all their flag carriers down very quickly. This warrior's on me, even though I don't have a flag. I don't know, buddy. Oh, maybe he actually spotted somebody who has a flag. Or a healer, I see. I don't know. Did I do something to him a long time ago? I don't know why he's on me. Alright. So this is a good spot to be in, which is you control the middle. As demo lock, like this is our best. Our ability to contribute is largely determined by how much control we have over the middle. So this is a good spot. I should probably lay a gateway probably over here. Should we focus on the warrior since he was like so single-mindedly killing us earlier? Alright, get the purple orb. Since so the thing about this map is that it goes through cycles. Like your team will carry a bunch, the other team will carry a bunch. Very normal. Shoot. I was trying to get to the power word shield thing. All right, let's mount up. Okay, what have we got here? Hey, there's a mage carrying an orb. Let's kill him real quick. All right, let's kill the other mage. Okay, so while I'm in this situation, I don't want to pick up the orb. Yeah, because I'm getting killed. Hey, serious? Over in EU land, you're 2,900 MMR and almost 2,500 CR. You felt like you got it there fast? Oh, wow. That's great. It's been slow going for me. I think I'm like 2,100 still. I think my MMR is only like maybe 24? I'm not sure. I feel like I haven't played enough Blitz lately. Wait, blue was returned. Purple, perfect. I haven't played at like any 3K rated games in a while. So I need to kind of get back in the swing of things. I've been spamming so many 3v3s. I'm like, it's a nightmare. It was a living nightmare. Being stuck at 2,200 or 2,300. Just slowly grinding games out. Do not recommend. Oh my gosh, this guy's wrecking me. Reflect, do something. That reflect did not help at all. Matt, you love demo, but not on this map. Waiting for your pets to path down to mid. Yeah. So demo is on this map. It's all momentum. Like if you control middle, and you have like an army of pets that just Because one thing about pets for demo is that when you're continuously in combat, the pets will despawn pretty quickly because they your imps only have 6 casts before they die. But if you're kind of like going in and out of combat repeatedly, you can stack up like 30 imps, like a ton of imps, because their duration is a lot longer. So if you can kind of like space out your fights, you can get like crazy rolling damage going with your with demonology. So that's why the center is so strong. If you just control it for a little longer. So like my focus as demo on this map is purely fight for mid, because like otherwise I'm not doing anything. Like if we're like having to kite and stuff, yeah, my pets do nothing. It's like I might as well be like completely dead weight. But when they're in the middle like this, see my pets, when they're not attacking anything, they stick around for like 40, 35 seconds, something like that. And so if you just like every now and then you hand a Gul'dan, and then you just end up with like a ton of pets. It's weird. But in like shuffle or something where your pets are constantly using up their 6 casts before they die, you can only get up to like 10, 15, sometimes like 20 if you're like really lucky, but usually not that many imps. All right. Hey, let full man. Sometimes I have trouble reading people's names. My eyesight is so bad. Hey Soul. Hey bro, watch all of my guides. You main Destro for 2 years, trying affliction for 10 diets now, full stuff, and you don't understand, but you can't win even if you're full. You know, that's kind of interesting. The TF only in English, it's French. I see, the TF only. Okay, let's go with that. I like that. Affliction has a steeper learning curve than Destro. So if you've only been doing it for 10 days, I wouldn't expect a whole lot right away. It's a lot easier to get shut down as Affliction. I think that's the best way to put it. It's a lot easier to get shut down. And you can get like a ton of damage rolling as Affliction, but it's not as easy because if you get kicked in Shadow, while you do have some Shadow Flame spells, you don't have enough to really kind of make things work unless you're getting a lot of precogs. So or like you're kiting a lot, or playing with somebody who's absorbing a lot of kicks and stuff. So you kind of have to get the hang of it, and I would say it takes a little while, and that's totally normal. And don't fret too much about that. Like if you're good at Destro, then you'll be good at Affliction once you figure it out, because they're kind of similar playstyle. They're both very, very squishy, ton of damage. What is this? Got some ad in the middle of the siege? I'll give you. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, I'll say that whole spiel once more in about a minute, I guess. Let's see. Teo, hey bro. Oh, Teo, you're on YouTube. Okay, I see. Nice. No. Yeah, I'll respond to him after he's done with the ad. Okay. Let's see. What are we doing? Gotta save my candles. These candles are so precious. I kind of like this. I mean, let's pop out of the queue here, so we can see if we can catch some EU games too. But oh, Matt, no more ads. Thank you, Matt. Matt with the gifted sub, saving our buddy here, our Destro main, so he can have an ad-free viewing experience. You're back? All right. Thank you, Matt. So I was just saying basically that if you're good at Destro, you are going to be good at Affliction. You just need a little more time to get used to it. The hardest thing about affliction is that you can get shut down so easily. Unlike with Destro. So with Destro, if you get kicked in Shadow or Fire, it's fine. Like if you get kicked in Chaos, of course that's bad, but like that's gonna be true of any class. But you have like more things you can do, more instant casts you can cast as Destro. So affliction just kind of takes a little more time to like, how do you apply pressure when you're under fire? Because you're under fire a lot, and that's the hard part. But you'll get the hang of it. If you've only been doing it for 10 days, that's not much, you know. Don't judge yourself, or you have to believe in the system. Another part of it is Destro is simply better right now than affliction. Not by a lot. Like you can definitely succeed with either spec, no problem. But Destro is definitely stronger, especially in Blitz. Matt, I don't know if you spend much time in other streams. Probably not enough. So if you have advice, I'm all for it. You're one of Pika and Sturge's mods. Oh, nice. This is definitely a PvP stream that needs more eyes. Oh, I appreciate that. I am a big fan of Pika and Absturge. They're both like, honestly, it's like I was really sad when they stopped competing in AWC, because that was like, I bet a lot of people were like that. That was like one of the reasons I watched AWC is because of like Peekaboo. No, I appreciate that. I mean, they're like, yeah, if I can even live up to a fraction of the kind of entertainment value that they bring, that'd be awesome. But yeah, we're just trying to like make better warlocks here, one person at a time. Let's see. Yeah, it's hard to talk abstractly about this stuff too, because everyone is different. I suppose like there are there are a few categories of things that you need to figure out, like where you need to improve. That's the hard thing. It's like, is it you're not getting out your kill combo out, or is it you're not doing overall pressure in between kills, or like, you know, like there's a lot going on in any match. A lot of reasons why people die or don't die or whatever. So I'm not the best affliction lock too. You know, there are definitely. I think I'm like a pretty top tier demo and destro lock these days. Not like professional or anything, but you know, I can play with I can hang with the best. But the affliction, I think I'm probably like A tier, I guess you could say. Decent, but not like the best. I'm an S tier delver, I'd say. Look at this. I'm like so efficient. Oh, I should be running with the blazing rush. All right. I gotta kill some dude here. Wait. Wait, what? Oh, ambush. I was like, there's no boss here. Hey Pack, how's it going? Let's see, need some VOD to show it. Oh, you know, yeah, if you have VODs, that'd actually be cool to see. We could actually do a little VOD review. That'd be fun. Kind of see if I can offer some advice there. Stuck at 1800 in every mode. So 1800 is, when people say they're stuck at 1800, that's actually like, you know, you're above average. That's like, I mean, yeah, it's like, it's not like Gladiator, you know, or anything, but or Legend, but 1800 is a good spot. That means that like you're doing probably some combination of things really well, and some combination of things like medium well, And a few things probably like are where you need to focus most of your like attention on. And the trick is just figuring out what that is. Is it positioning? Is it your damage rotation? You know, whatever. Everyone's different. But if you're at 1800, that means that so if you're like at 1600, you know, that's where I'd say um, like don't even like I can pretty confidently say that like if you're stuck at 1600, then you need to really focus on fundamentals. Just like play the game and try and top damage meters, do some dungeons, and then get into PvP. Because probably something is missing. 1800 means that like you're doing some things well, for sure. And so I'd take that as like a good sign. Need to focus more on helping your mates? No, 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 no. If you're a warlock, you don't. That's like a distraction. Everyone's on their own. I'm actually kind of serious about that. You should focus a lot less on helping others. Um, you should focus on doing more damage and more CC. Those are the main things. Uh, damage is probably the number one thing that I see people who are like in the sub 2.4 brackets. Um, it's just like that's the most obvious way to improve. And it's very, very simple, very straightforward. Like you simply have to spend time at a training dummy and you got to do great damage on a training dummy. And then you graduate from that to doing great damage in like a dungeon when there's like a lot of targets and they're all moving around and stuff and you have to dodge things. And then from that you graduate to doing really good damage while under pressure in PvP. And if you simply do really good damage as a damage dealer, you will get to 2100 no problem. Even if you never cast a fear, you never interrupt anybody, if you do really good damage, you'll get to 21. I'm pretty sure. I might be exaggerating a little. You might need to cast a couple fears here and there, but it's like that is definitely secondary. At 2100, that's where you need to kind of like start rounding out your game and be like, okay, I need to get better at everything, sort of thing. But actually, I should kill all these elites, right? Because they probably drop a lot of Titan shards. I don't know how that works, to be honest. Yeah, he dropped 3 shards. It's pretty good. One day you'll say, well, don't, you only make me struggle. Love my work. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm also learning how to better communicate, how to teach. Totally different skill, by the way, than playing. It's like teaching, making videos and stuff. It's not easy. A lot more respect for good educational content now these days. Hack, you finally did a shuffle as Destro? Got 4 wins and had to take a nap. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds about right. Yeah, Destro and Affliction, you're pressing so many buttons constantly. It's crazy. It's very stressful. Uh, Matt, you'll be honest, my demeanor combined with obvious, well above average skill is already a huge advantage to communication. You know, it's I do like to think that we are a less toxic atmosphere here, so that alone helps. But yeah, just kind of communicating, um, kind of break. The more I talk about, how should I put it? The more I talk to people about like improving, the more I'm learning myself about like trying to like break down, okay, this is actually what I am doing. Because like sometimes like I'm just doing stuff and I don't even know why, but until I talk about it, that's when I start to understand, okay, this is why I do the things I do. And that kind of like helps me improve for one, but also helps me communicate more. Just as like basically like a kind of a positive feedback effect. Demeanor, thank you for this new word. What's the word for that in French? That's a big question. Hey, Lucky Chance, congrats on the glad mount. Thank you. Yeah, that was a. I've been complaining about it a lot lately. I'm not a fan of LFG, but then you know what they did? Blizzard went ahead and made the season 3 glad mount look super cool, and now I'm like conflicted. Do I have to do it? I don't know. I don't know if I can stomach LFG again. Maybe we can find like a regular group this time. We'll see. I kept thinking I was finding like a regular group, and then like you'd have like 3 bad games. Because sooner or later, even if you're playing with like good players, totally good team, good synergy, sooner or later you're gonna lose a few in a row. Like it just happens. And then in LFG, what happens is then somebody's like, "Oh, gotta go," and you have to start over that entire process again. Uh, Compound that with the fact that uh, as good people get their gladiator mounts, like me, for example, like I have no desire to play any more LFG. So you constantly have this shrinking pool of talent in threes. It's crazy. And then so the only way to like continually climb is to have a really set group of people who are like all around your skill level, all like totally chill, and they're like fine with losing a few games here and there. Very, very hard. So when you're mostly a solo player like I am, I mean, I play with my wife, but then other than that, I play pretty solo. Uh, it's pretty unfortunate that Blizzard forces us to play threes for the cool mount. TF, do I play since vanilla? Yeah, I've been playing on and off since vanilla. I didn't really do much PvP until uh, Burning Crusade. That's when I really started to. Well, actually, that's when Arena came out, and fell in love with Arena from the start. So I used to play Mage. I got Gladiator in Burning Crusade a couple times, or a few times. I got it in Warlock as well, and then I decided to make. That was with a different account. Um, I made this account sometime during Cataclysm or Wrath of the Lich King, and since then I've just been spamming PvP, mostly Warlock. But I'm trying to learn some new classes now. We'll see. I'm a little lazy when it comes to learning new classes. It gets harder as you get older. Yeah, thanks, Pack. Yeah, let's focus on this big fell bat. He makes a horrible squeal like a pig when you pull him out, and then I don't know. It's pretty underwhelming. Pluniet. For the first time, you reached 2-1 in a season. Normally, you spend playing PvE and unlocking the 1800 mog. You plan on pushing for a 2.4 next season? Nice. Hope for good guides next season? Yes. Yeah. If you can get to 2-1, then you can get to 2-4. No doubt. And it's just a matter of practice. And I will definitely put together guides. So I have like a guide for each spec right now. They're still pretty relevant. Because the specs haven't changed much in the last few patches, but looks like season 3 is going to be pretty different. So at least with the tier sets and everything. So yeah, I will update those guides. Lucky, I also like to share that thanks to Stinky, you've also reached 2.4 in threes for the first time ever. That's awesome. Yeah, doing what I can. Hey Don, the new batch should help get people back. Yeah, I don't know. It, this looks a million times. It's like I can't even express like how much cooler this is than this. And they're the same model. Like, why? Why is this a million times cooler? Uh, I do think that people are going to try a little bit harder for threes next season, which I find very unfortunate because LFG, I don't know. I don't know about it. Let's see. You think positioning is the hardest in PvP? In forget for a few seconds? Yeah. Positioning, I think it's hard. I'm still not very. I think positioning is where there's like infinite skill cap. I think that's where like the when you watch people like people like Peekaboo and Absterge and stuff, like they have really like immaculate positioning. They're always in the right spot. They're always like line of sighting stuff and whatever. I have pretty mediocre positioning, and I can still get to like. I mean, I still play against Absterge and Peekaboo in solo shuffle. You know, like you can get to a pretty high level even if you don't have great positioning. But you need great positioning and everything else in order to get to like professional levels. So that's not me, but I do what I can with my as an old fart. Um, what have we got here? A lot of gray items. Man, I got so much. I keep forgetting you get so much loot in Delves. All this like cloth. Okay, what is this? This is a 2400 demo solo shuffle on EU. Let's put this guy in a follower dungeon. Although I kind of want to focus on Blitz on this character right now because I haven't played a lot of Blitz on my main lately, and kind of looking forward. There were a few 2.7, 2.6, 2.7 games earlier, so it's kind of nice. Chanimal is the god of lock positioning. It's like watching a pro dancer. Yeah, he was so good. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. What spec am I? I'm the wrong spec. Oh boy, I need Impish Instincts here. Okay. All right. Sub rogue. What was this? Ellie? Yeah. Okay. Rest looks good. So, reminder for the new people to the stream. I've been experimenting a little bit with no add-ons. So this is a no add-on character. I have nothing on. It's extremely disorienting. No Gladius, no nothing. I should probably actually focus on this Shaman. But it's actually not bad. Arena is not bad. You can play without add-ons in Arena. It's not the best. I definitely prefer... I missed a few things. I'll Trinket Port. I don't want to risk anything here. Okay, we stunning. Coil this guy. Out of the fake the kick. Fake the kick again. There we go. Precog. Let's fear the rogue. Oh no, didn't get the fear. Okay, we're through both kicks. Do I need to trink? Yeah, I probably should have walled there. I'm not sure, to be honest. Amp Curse of Weakness this guy. Fear the healer? I don't even know if that went through. It's like I can't even tell the UI the way it is. All right, let's fake the kicks. Fake that kick. No, we're just going for it. All right, Tyrant, and this is a pretty decent burst here. So I will actually wall because he's bursting too at the same time. Yeah, why am I so delayed on my Grimar Felguard? Did I forget to cast it earlier? I was probably just like chatting with talking about no add-ons. Didn't even pay attention. AoE stunning. I'm gonna turn on this rogue here. I'm gonna fear the priest. Where am I? Yeah, maybe I'll fear the priest now. Nope, didn't get it. I'm gonna port. Do I hold the Grimar Felguard? This is a kind of awkward thing, but I think I better send it. And we're gonna go on the priest, or fear the priest rather. Wow. You know what? One thing I've noticed is like, without big debuffs, it's really hard to tell when grounding totem's down. I'm gonna coil this guy. Port. Interrupt the healer. Kill this guy. There we go. All right. I think I probably could have won a lot earlier if I had applied a little more pressure to that rogue earlier on. But you know what? Whatever. So Ellie Warrior is very. This is a pretty standard threes comp, really strong. Um, I think I'll stick with. I really miss Fellord, but when I face Ellie Warrior, I need Impish Instincts and I need Nether Ward. So it's kind of a tough situation. Let's see. Uh, let's. So I amped Curse of Weakness, the Ellie Shaman, simply because I don't want him to crit me. That's all. I could do it on the Warrior too. Probably get more use out of it. Okay, I got precog. I'm gonna port here. So one thing that's like a little harder to track is my shards. I find it a lot harder to figure out how many shards I have with the base UI. Yeah, so I'm focusing on the Warrior because I find Ellie Shamans just like too hard to kill, to be honest. They're like super tanky. I don't even know why. I'm pretty sure the enemy team didn't use any cooldowns, and that happens. It's kind of thing about Solo Shuffle is like just nonsense happens sometimes. Okay, so here I would switch out Nether Ward for Fellord for the double melee. Let's see. Oh, the TF. The TF only. You because on your video you said you're a bit different because you sit in line, don't kiting too much. You sit still, you just get vanished. Yeah, that playstyle works for me, but it's very risky. It's kind of like I subscribe very much to the idea that like the best defense is a good offense, and that seems to work for me, but it doesn't work for everybody. Oh shoot, I need to start using some cooldowns here. So, oh boy, very rough to start. Got precog. Kind of a rough start, but it's okay. I think I can sit through this. I walled. So here, there's like this perfect Venn diagram where I'm like in my Fel Lord, but in the the priest's little dome. All right, so I'm focusing this healer because if there's one thing I hate in this game right now more than anything, it's kick weavers. So you have to punish them. Okay, got precog, Shadow Fury. I can't stop that. So that was a little sloppy, but that's the idea. When you have a kick weaver with double melee, they can't peel for the kick weaver. Kick weaver has to be in melee range. It just has to eat all the damage. So you have to punish that. Because if you don't go on the Mistweaver, you have to get like really perfect CC on them, or else they're just going to out heal and out damage you. So I'm just better. No words. No. What I mean is that everyone has a playstyle. So if your playstyle is to kite, then you should focus on that as your playstyle. If your playstyle is to just do crazy damage and force the other team to deal with you, then that's what I do, and it works for me, but it won't work for everybody. But someone like Chanimal, he won't do that. He's going to be like dancing around, you know, doing like ballerina stuff, and like I can't do that. It's like too hard. We are so toast here unless this I get some cooldowns out. I got kicked. But whatever, we're in it, back in it. Amp Curse of Weakness. I'm gonna hex or interrupt the hex. I have not casted a single Gloomhound yet. I think I'm good here. I'm just gonna Healthstone. Port. Do I need to wall here? I don't want to. Just fear this guy. Get precog. Fear the healer. Is there a Tremor down? I can't see it if there is. Coil. Fear the rogue. Try again the fear. I want to save my trinket if I can. Oh, nice pull. Fear rogue. Stun the shaman. Bake the kick. Get precog. Fear the healer. He lined it. Fear healer. Got it. Oh, I tried to fake that kick, but oh well. Can't get them all. I'm gonna get hit by this. Oh, that's okay. They'll break it. Okay. I think everyone's just kind of waiting around for their 2-minute cooldown, to be honest. I will lay a Fell Lord here. You know what I need to do? I need to pressure this rogue more too, because this shaman's like super tanky. Bake the kick. I sent my Grimar Felguard too soon. That was a mistake. Actually didn't matter. Could I have peeled better there? I probably could have. I had pet stun. Could have used the pet stun on the rogue. That would have helped. I also forgot to switch over to reflect against an Ellie, and that's super important. That would have helped. I bet like I made the healer waste some cooldowns because they didn't have reflect for the Stormkeeper nonsense. Okay. This one, I think again we're gonna go on the warrior, but rogues can die too. It's just a matter of like how well they use their cloak. Just gonna port super fast. Oh, they're on the shaman. I'm gonna give him a Fell Lord right there. Stun this guy. Coil that guy. Fear. Try and fear the priest, but I need to make sure I pressure both. Oh, he kicked me. Dang. That's okay. I don't want a wall here, but I'm gonna have to. I don't know what's going on. Where's my healer? Ah! Actually, I don't even know where he is. Oh, there he is. I see him now. Man, this warrior is a very, very fast kicker. So I need to be better about faking very quickly when he's on me. Like this, watch this. Fake? Yep. Oh no, I didn't get precog. Okay, next time maybe. I'm dead. I'll stun him. This is very problematic. But this is my playstyle. I'm playing in their face. It sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't. My healer is like throwing a fit. He's like, why isn't this guy kiting? And I'm about to die. But that's just how I roll. You need to see me 1v1 Warlock for the culture. Yeah, he's on EU, right? I've seen his video some. I don't watch his stream very much, but I know of him. I know he's a funny guy. two best known locks in the game. There are a few good locks still. I know Chanimal is retired. There are a few people like I used to look up to a lot, like Snuts. He's moved on. Oh shoot, I should have switched over to Reflect. That's okay. I think I should have won more rounds in this lobby. I played pretty sloppy a couple rounds. That's okay. I forgive myself. Let's get some damage rolling here. I think this rogue has been saying something in chat. So rule number one of solo shuffle is don't re-chat. It's it's only going to tilt you. That's all it does. So I'm gonna lay a Fell Lord there. So you'll see this this monk is playing a lot safer because after he got kind of like wrecked a couple times, he's playing a lot safer. Oh, you know what I did? I just stunned the wrong target, which is bad because this rogue is probably like gonna throw a fit. Whenever you like mess up a rogue's DRs, they just get so mad. I'm dead. Oh, that's too bad. I'm pretty sure I could have won more rounds there. Yeah. Actually, Rogue said, "Don't stun, please. You are ruining my goes." Whoops. Sorry, Rogue. Yeah, that's one thing about playing with rogues. It's like I always forget, and it's a huge nerf to them when they can't stun stuff. It's like they're like when they can't like rather they can't kidney whenever they want to. If they don't have control over that, it's probably like infuriating. But oh well. Oh well, oh well. Nadagast was your warlock hero? Nadagast, that sounds familiar. But I don't think I know who Nadagast is. I know Radagast. He was like the wizard in Lord of the Rings. He was like, he lived in the forest, I think, right? Radagast. This guy. Yep. Images. Yeah, this guy lived in a forest. Yeah, that's a true warlock right there. Let's see. Oh yeah, I got a nice little whisper from a priest. He said, "Don't use CDs. Thanks a lot. Report." Okay, buddy. Ignored. My first ignore on EU. My ignore list on EU is pretty short. Oh no, my second ignore list on EU. Okay, but that's the key. You play solo shuffle, you play blitz, you just type /ignore anybody who whispers you. They're up to no good. They need a timeout. Uh, let's see. The TF check two. Don't remember him. The one living with birds. Yeah, yeah. He was the one who was talking to the birds. It's funny. Where is he? Yeah, I bet he was like blazing hot when they were recording this stuff. Just like sweating. Or Sub-Rogue and Shuffle must be masochist. Yeah. Sub-Rogues, they're surprisingly strong in Shuffle for how infuriating it must be, like when your goes are messed up like that. But they're not bad. Okay. Sell all this stuff. Okay. What was I doing? I'm still in queue. This is the queue I want to pop. It's a little long queue, but I want to get some high-rated blitz games in because I'm slowly grinding back. I have not done a whole lot of stuff on my main lately, so we'll see how this goes. Lucky, you're working on your glad wins now. Nice. Yeah. It's painful, but you'll get it. You've got 3 solid weeks. Meanwhile, I just need like a couple hundred more of these Titan shards to get the next mount. So that's the key. Let me just check something real quick on the stream. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's working. Real good. I've had a lot of internet issues the last few weeks. I think mainly because there's been like a lot of storms and stuff. But who knows? Wait, he didn't drop any Titan shards. That guy's useless. He didn't even drop any gold. Okay. I probably need to kill that guy over there. I need my candles. What the? Oh. There we go. Let's see. Are you doing some theory crafting, or am I good at math for min-maxing? uh, I I'm actually not bad at math, but I do know math for theory crafting. It's all gut. I feel it in the gut. Um, so I don't do a lot of theory crafting, to be honest, because I just find that what ends up happening is the way things work in practice is very different than the way things work like when I'm like essentially running like a sim or something. So um, so I think I just play a lot and I try a lot of stuff is the main thing. And a lot of stuff I tried is like it turns out horrible, you know? But uh, if you play a lot, I think it's actually a really easy way to improve if you play a lot is to just try different things because oftentimes your playstyle is different than other people's, and so what works for them just won't work for you. So the first step when you're like first learning a class or first like getting better at the game, you should just copy what really good players do. That's 100% what you should do, and it's very effective. Just do what other people do, and then after you're better, then you can like start to get creative. But it's very hard to like be creative until you like have mastered kind of like the basics. But sort of at my level, uh, I try more different things, and I end up finding things that sometimes are not really the popular way to play things. And I think it's like it ends up being an advantage for me. I'm trying to like teach as soon as I find stuff, but like whenever you find something new, it's actually very rewarding. It's like feels really nice. It's like feels like you just figured something out, and it's like that's like a good feeling. So that's a lot of the fun in the game too. I'm trying to like just make sure everyone knows what I'm doing though, so I'm not like no like secret tech or anything. Something has aggroed me. One of those towers. Oh, there it is. For example, with demo, I think like the one thing I was doing that literally nobody else was doing is I was skipping fell domination for a lot of my builds. I was literally freeing up a talent point that was never being used in solo shuffle. I mean, not never. Sometimes I use it, depending on like what I'm facing. But so infrequently that I thought it was like a major like improvement in terms of like efficient point allocation, which is like, what in the world? Sometimes that happens. Like I accepted the queue, and then the queue just went away, and that was like an hour-long queue. that's that's really frustrating. Did a queue just pop over here? No. Did I miss a queue here? I think I forgot to queue for solo shovel. Yeah, we'll try and get in the next one, I guess. Whatever. Uh, so that was like a very clear improvement, I think, for a lot of builds, for a lot of situations. Not all the time. You don't always skip Beldam. Like if you face a Devastation Evoker Balanced Druid team, they're gonna do so much AoE damage to your pet that like you will need Beldam. But when you free up a talent point like that, and you get a little extra like more utility somewhere else, that's a nice feeling. Like you've improved on what everyone else is doing, and there's a lot of room for that because a lot of people are just on autopilot, when it comes to PvP. If everyone just copies what the number one person is doing, there's like not a lot of innovation. But there's like a lot of flexibility. Probably the best thing about the game is that there's a lot of tailoring to your playstyle. You're bad at math, you just know how to move your mouse. Yeah. Well, whether you're good at math or not, I don't think it matters too much. PvE, it matters, I suppose. But even in PvE, I don't know. I feel like one of the frustrating things in PvE is like when you're trying to get better at it, and like you ask people like, what should I put? What kind of gear should I focus on? What should I gem or whatever? Everyone's answer is just like, just sim it, like, and that's so infuriating because uh, I think it's true. You do need to sim it, but like there should just be some basic answers too for that kind of thing. Because for most people, you don't need to sim stuff. Most people are like, you're gonna be fine just allocating your stats somewhere. Like it doesn't really matter. Um, and like forcing people to go into like simming stuff is not trivial. It's like you have to download all this software and like combat law. I don't know. It's like super complicated. I don't even know how to do it. 80% people copying because of icy veins. Yeah, the problem with copying though is that there's a lot of balance changes constantly, so that kind of throws it off. So if a guide is like more than a couple months old, actually more than like say 3 or 4 months old, it's pretty hard to rely on it because oftentimes it's simply out of date. Forgot your something you got. Oh yeah, you got emotes. That's right. Yeah, look at those little stinky warlock remotes. So awesome. Holy cow. What? I didn't even get enough. I didn't even get 100 there. Oh wait. Oh, cool. I only need three more. Three more nodes. Um, we're getting there. Three more nodes. It's 300 more Titan shards. Jeez. This is probably the worst one to farm. Is there another one that's empowered right now? What's this one? Spiral Weave? Is that one fast? I don't think that one's fast either. Undermine is not empowered. Whatever. Simming isn't that hard? I don't know. I thought it was hard. These are like, and there are like so many options and stuff. But with PvE though, it truly is. I mean, because everything is scripted, it's like your playstyle doesn't matter in PvE. Really, there's no such thing as playstyle in PvE. There's playstyle in. Is there playstyle in PvE and I just don't know about it? But like, it doesn't seem like it. Like you just have to do damage, and then you have to dodge stuff. That's like everyone does that. You don't have to do anything creative with your gameplay. So that means that everyone is like, if you copy the number one person, like you're doing it right. That's exactly what you should do in PvE. Just copy. So I think like simming is unnecessary, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. I haven't pushed, and I'm not like a elite raider or anything like that. You just have to do damage. Just no. I mean, I say that as if it's like easy. It's not easy. It's simple. Like that is the number one thing to focus on. But it's hard. That's why the game is rewarding, because it's hard. So when you do figure out how to do it well, like it'll feel really good. Um, And there should be no if you're really having trouble with the rotations. I'm not saying you, but like for other people who are especially like really new to the game, the one button thing is like awesome. I highly recommend using the one button rotation thing. It doesn't work for every spec. Like it will not work for affliction. It simply won't use the most important talents for affliction. But it's pretty okay for demo. Like if I were learning demo from scratch, I would probably start there. You're gonna try PvE next season, since you're not playing affliction anymore. Yeah, do some M+. I think it's fun. I'm not sure if I'm gonna start. So, starting the season with PvE is a little better because PvE truly is more fun at the very beginning of the season, and then considerably less fun even halfway through a season. Whereas PvP is just like it's consistently fun throughout. So it makes sense to do a lot of PvE early on. I'm still probably going to focus on PvP because what I want to do is focus on making an updated guide for each spec, and so I'll need to play a lot in order to figure that out. So we'll see. But M+ is very fun early in the season. It's kind of interesting to figure out each dungeon and all the fights and stuff. How to optimize your build and everything. I actually enjoy that a lot. You haven't done M+ since BFA. Only because you're forced to for PvP gear. Yeah, I'm glad they don't force us to do it anymore. At least not very much. But, what am I doing? I think I need to loot more guys. I need more like Titan shards from just like random sources. Oh. Oh, okay. Let's see. My wife has said that this song is boring. Let's turn on some hype gaming mix by Spotify. All right, whatever. Let's see what this is. Well, somebody just invited me to a group, but oh. Oh, they want to do some threes. I feel bad. I probably should do some, but I just want to get some. I have not been doing very much blitz on my main. I kind of want to just do this, get this done. Also, I need to get these Titan disc shards so I can finish my delve journey forever. Are they doing more with delves next season? I don't even know. But my brand is level 80 now, so in Dragonflight you made some +10s. Here nobody wants you to +5. So the thing about PvE or M+ is like you kind of have to stay current. Like if I just now were starting and trying to climb in M+, it'd be extremely hard because I would not be able to get into any groups. So like at the beginning of the season though, you can get into all the groups because people are still kind of figuring it out. And if you parse pretty decently early on, then it kind of snowballs from there. You can get into good groups, which makes it even easier to parse higher. Pretty important to have a good start to the season in M+. It's not totally necessary, but I do think it makes a big difference. PvP you can always queue up for solo shuffle, you know, and you can always have a good time. Quit PvE for the season? Yeah, you know, if it's not fun, then whatever. Ultimately, LFG is just not fun for most people. I don't enjoy it. That's why I don't. It's the main reason why I don't do a lot of M+ now. It's like you have to find a group. It takes time. All right, killed that guy. Rocking along. Okay, so there's 30 Titan Disc shards at the end, I guess. That looks like a curio, but or curiosity or whatever it's called, but it is not. A lot of fake curiosities here. Yeah. Improving is simply a matter of playing, though. So you have the right mindset. How many disc shards do I have? Titan disc 37. So I need 170 more. How many did I get in that run? I think I get close to 100. I'm not sure. 2 more runs? That's crazy. At least they're pretty quick, and I'm still progressing in my queue, so it's fine. Everything's fine. You think playing AF is what made you avoid PvE? It was just not fun to play. You know, that's a good point. AF is horrible in PvE. Why is that? I think it's just like the ramp is too slow. It takes too long to get your dots rolling on everything. The only way to do it efficiently is with Vile Taint, which is like a pretty long cooldown. And it's a very small AoE radius, so it's like really annoying. I have to agree there. It's like a major reason not to do any PvE. Destro so much. I actually think that demo is the best for PvE, because at least at lower level keys, there's less of a ramp up period. So you can do pretty decent damage with demo in lower keys, which is kind of important, because you can't get to the higher keys unless you have good damage in the lower keys. You love the 5 million crit chaos bolt? Yeah. I mean, it is fun. Don't get me wrong. It's just a little harder to kind of like do your full damage, which feels kind of frustrating, I think, to play Destro and Affliction in anything below a plus 12 or so. Ramping dots on trash mobs is, yeah, it's not a good feeling. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of this music either, but we'll give it a shot. A little too hype for me. Let's see. How about some, let's find something else. Arcade Fire. I don't know. Strokes? Whatever. All right, there we go. Q. Thank you. Saved me from this kobold infestation. Dude, it happened again. What? The Q popped and then it just... Is it bugged? Is accepting a Q in a delve like bugged? Oh my gosh. What just happened? It must be bugged. That's twice in a row. I accepted the Q and it didn't pop. Did I lose rating? No. It's not like I'm getting deserted or anything. It's weird. But delves have been a little wacky lately. Like sometimes when I leave a delve, like I get an instance where there's nobody there. It's very creepy. Like I will go to Dornigal and there's nobody in Dornigal. like no vendors or anything. And I have to relog. So like there might be some issue with delve. So if I get the queue pop again, I'm gonna leave the delve and then I'm gonna accept it. I think that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just stop doing delves. I mean, I've done enough kobold killing. These poor little rats are like they don't deserve this. Are kobolds rats? I'm not actually sure. They look like rats. Look at that guy. Well, I guess he stands on his feet, and rats don't really do that. So maybe he's not like a real rat. Matt, you just had the wildest Gilneas just now. They were destroying you in damage. Had 2 cap, turn it into a 3 cap. Dang. And then they 3 capped. For some reason, the whole team left Waterworks in the middle of the fight, leaving just you and Elliot. Of course, they CC capped. Then you got back and won 15 with it to a 2 cap, and you still won. Dude, those are the best games. I think the more chaotic a game, just the better it is. It's just more fun. It's crazy. I love those games because you remember those. Those are like very memorable, hilarious, and everyone is just like so stressed out, trying their best. It's wonderful. It's like a great feeling. You're part of the chicken and blitz. Yeah. I think that one of the nice things about lower rated blitz is the fact that you get crazy things happening more often. I think high rated blitz is very fun because it's like people are really pushing their classes to the limits, and you see really creative, strong gameplay. But you see really ridiculous stuff happen in all levels of blitz, and it's like I love that. Blitz has been more fun as Destro too, just standing back and sniping. Yeah. Yeah. When you delete people as Destro, it's pretty fun. No doubt about that. Okay. How many shards did I get there? Okay. I got about 80 shards. All right. I think just one more run and then I'm done. Maybe one and change. Matt, you'll never forget your 2100 game. Let's see, I just need, yeah, just one more little run, right? Because this, just one more point there, I think I'm done. Yeah, all right, we're almost there. You'll never forget your 2100 game on Rogue this season. I had the Storm, they had the flag. But for some reason capped like 3 points early. Oh yeah. You got one node, a whole team spun the other node, held them long enough to win 1500 to 14. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. You know, I honestly believe that Eye of the Storm is, I think it might be the best blitz map because people screw up on it so much. I played like a 2800 game recently, and like our flag carrier accidentally just dropped the flag, and the other team just grabbed it and ran away with it and won. And he was like a, you know, rank 1 level player. That sort of thing happens on Eye of the Storm all the time. It's so bizarre. But that makes that map very funny. It kind of like, you get a lot of raging out of it. People get a little upset with each other. But it's hilarious. Bro, every game you didn't understand in a blitz, just people trashing because you aren't organized. Yeah. Unfortunately, people get unnecessarily angry in blitz. You're 1800. Imagine how the elo below. I mean, part of it's like bad. Part of it's just. I mean, it's not really bad. It's just less organized. But that works both for and against you. Like the other team is equally disorganized. That's the thing that people have to keep in mind. It's not really like only your team is bad, you know? You only see your own team, but everybody is playing crazy, you know? So it's like okay. But people get mad because they get mad at what they can see. So they see the misplays on their own team. Uh, and they assume the other team is playing perfectly. But that's not the case. But the thing about 1800 Blitz is like a lot of people at that rating, they literally don't even know how some of the maps work. Like they won't know that Eye of the Storm, like only 2 bases are active at a time and something like that, you know? Very, very basic information that requires having played a decent amount of Blitz to understand. So that's where it gets a little frustrating. But you run into people like that, tell them to check out Smelly Stinky's Blitz 101 guide, and they won't make that mistake again. How much time does it take to get to be at 2800? A lot. I mean, the only way is simply to play an absolute insane amount of wow. So it's perfectly okay not to aim for that level of play. Uh, Blitz is also weird because like as you get to higher rating, it's a lot harder to catch cues. You have to play like when everyone else is playing, and that's unfortunately that can be a very inconvenient times. Usually it's like very late at night. You uninstall? No. The thing is, the game is fun. Even like no matter what rating you're at, Blitz is fun. You just have to like get past the toxicity. That's the hard part. Is like just ignoring the unpleasantness. You play a lot for 20 years, never gonna hit 2800. That's fine. It's honestly, I have once you're past 2400 and like once you're past 2100, you're facing competent people, and then at 2100, that means that 2400 is well within reach. Like you can do it. And once you're at 2400, you're playing basically good players, and like that means that you're having quality matches, and that's it. Even if you never climb past that, or if you only sometimes get to 24, like you will have basically experienced most of what there is to experience in WoW PvP. And I think that's a great thing. And most people can achieve that at some point if they really, really try. And if they don't, you aim for 21 and you're still facing like really good players. You get a little bit kind of wackier gameplay sometimes, but perfectly solid, very enjoyable. And if you're lower rated, you can easily work your way out of it simply by working on your fundamentals. So just working with guides and just like keep trying, and you can do it. Sink says you're a good player. Yeah. Everyone, and if you just don't have the time to dedicate to becoming like really, really good, that's just okay. I mean, it's a game at the end of the day. It should just be fun. How many do I have? I'm scared to look. Where's my shards? 85. That's infuriating. So I'm like 15 short. Shoot. All right. Let's do like just part of a run here. Super fast. We need to get this. We need to get out of here before the next Q pops because we do not want to get that bug again. I've been cobalt farming way too long. It's unacceptable. But I just need 15 of these shards, so maybe I can actually get it in this room. I'm not sure how many. There's a few. Wait, what? Okay, 94. Getting close. Getting close. 95. I don't know if there was one in there. Let's see. Just your PC and you, no wife. You have the time. You know, if you watch my stream, like I actually play with my wife a lot. We play a lot of twos. We're actually not bad. I'm pretty proud of that. 100 exactly. So let's get out of here. So one thing is like if you leave the delve directly using the leave delve function, sometimes it kind of like sticks you in that weird like limbo where there's nobody else. So I'm gonna try and exit just the old-fashioned way. You run out of the dungeon. Is 2400 that hard? 2400? I mean, it can be. Yeah. 2400 means that you're in the top like I don't know, 1 or 2% of players. So it is quite hard. I don't want to undersell that. All right. Look at that. We just got a new mount. Let's make it a new favorite. Pop. Fully charged Titan console. Crushing it. Now we're going to get this Q to pop. It's going to be awesome. All right, let's see what this mountain looks like. Not that one. Yeah, this is actually wow, this is cool. It like it's got this lightning stuff going on. Hey, not bad. Right? I think it's pretty good. Let's see it spin. Yep, it spins. Let's see, what does it look like over here when I just walk around? Plop down here. Not bad. All right. Getting a little frame rate lag. Must be a lot of people in town. It's not bad though. Yeah, you gotta, let's see. Pack, your highest ever is 2257 in Blitz and 2150 in Shuffle. That's good. Goal is 2400. I think you can do it. 2150 in Shuffle. 2257 in Blitz. I think you can do it either in Blitz or Shuffle. We're gonna make it happen for UPack somehow. It's not easy. You're talking about a couple hundred rating improvement, but that's certainly within reach. It's just a matter of like, with Blitz, it's probably a matter of just like a little bit more efficient, like rotations. Shuffle is just a little more damaged. And you know what? Sometimes it's a matter of like Blizzard giving Warlocks a little bit of a buff. we have not been overpowered in a while. It's our turn, you know? Got to play well against good players that don't let you play. Yeah, bro, 2800, you're a pro player now? I'm not pro. I have not competed, but I play I play against pro players all the time in shuffle and stuff in solo queue, and I think I hold my own decently well. But I'm not a actual pro. I have a lot of respect for people who go pro because it's a huge commitment to practice a lot and practice in a way that's very focused on improving in one aspect of your game, like methodically. It's not easy. Starting over as a Destro, so hitting extra learning curve. Yeah, Destro's a good. I think Destro. You just pick one spec, you just master it. Destro's really good. Um, I mean, we'll see season 3. It certainly seems like all 3 Warlock specs are going to be okay, and possibly very strong. TBD. The last season of every expansion, by the way, tend to be pretty good for casters. This is a weird phenomenon because casters scale really well once they have all their stats. Once they have haste, mastery, and versatility, they've got stats to spare, which happens at the end of expansions because just the way stuff scales. We end up being pretty strong. Melee start to feel the fell flames burning their armor or whatever. The TF, too humble to say got pro level without the contract. Yeah, I definitely don't have a contract, but there was a time in my life. So back when I played a lot in Cataclysm, this is the last time I PvP'd as much as I do now. I've been playing a lot lately, to be honest, since I started streaming. But back in Cataclysm, I pretty honestly believe I was very good. I was like really, really top level Warlock. And I think I probably could have tried to push for pro play at some point then. These days, I don't have the mindset for it. I'm messing around. I'm like more interested in these, like, look at this cosmetic thing. It's pretty good. I actually really enjoy this stuff. If you're going pro though, you don't have time for that. You gotta just practice Q3s nonstop. You don't have time for Blitz. Blitz is so fun. You just don't have time for it. That's ridiculous, you know. You don't get paid for hitting rank 1 in WoW. Yeah. I get paid a little bit for streaming, but let me tell you, it is not much. So unfortunately, I don't think it's a viable full-time strategy for me. But I'm having fun with it right now. This summer is kind of like kind of trying some stuff out, and then get the real world, get back to the real world at some point. Which can be good income for a 2400 player. Maybe it can. I think only a handful of people have a big enough following. Like I it makes me feel so good to get to the number of viewers I have now, like over 20. I think sometimes averaging like 20 to 30 on Twitch, and another like 20 or so on YouTube. That's really awesome. It feels great. I think I've maxed out at like 60 or so concurrence between the two platforms. People just want to see good gameplay, chill vibes. And that to me is like a big win, but it doesn't make much money. Uh, but you don't push the thing too much. Yeah, maybe I need to figure out how to push it better. I don't know. I'm kind of new to all this still. I feel like I've got some pretty cool little emotes going. Got a little Discord. Honestly, the best thing is like the community. Like everybody, like everyone who tunes in regularly is cool, chill, no like toxicity and stuff, and that's nice. Streamer quality and WoW skill are mutually exclusive. Yeah, for sure. I think it's rare when you have a really entertaining, high level player who's also like, I mean, I hate watching people who are just constantly raging at their teammates. Like that, I find that so off-putting. But like, that's one of the reasons why I like people like Peekaboo. They're just so awesome to watch because it's like really sad that he has moved on to like, League of Legends or whatever, which I do love. I love League of Legends, but Watching him play retail WoW is like something else. He's just so gifted at it. He's a grown child. Yeah, he is. He's a grown child. No doubt about that. Uh, but you know, like he was never like toxic, and that I think is that's good. He's bouncing around a bit, but yeah, he's doing well in Bright. Yeah, because the thing is like, I get it. You know, he's a personality, and I think that draws people, and I think that's great. More power to him. It's just kind of sad for retail WoW because he was kind of like the shining example of really really excellent gameplay, positive attitude. Uh, there's a fair number of pretty high profile WoW PvP streamers who there's some I really like, and there's some I think are kind of add to the toxicity out there. That's unfortunate. Matt, the fact that he's healed you to 2,500 and never once told you how bad I was doing was a huge testament to how not toxic he is. Yeah, I think that is huge. You know, and actually, I think the best that's actually the mindset of a very very top level player too. Is like if you're constantly blaming other people, you're not you're not focusing on the things you can control. So it actually prevents you from improving when you focus on other people's play. But if you focus on your own gameplay and you see like, okay, sure, maybe my teammates didn't do that perfectly, but what could I have done to swing things in my favor? That makes a huge difference because um, WoW, like every single button you press is a decision you made. There, so that like you know if you play at like a high level, you're playing 400 APM, 500 APM, and that's literally thousands of decisions you're making per minute. Uh, it's like it's crazy, and every single one of those could have been different, and that would lead to a different outcome every game. So that adds to the variety, but also means that there's a lot of room for improving, even at the top level, the top level of play. There's still room to improve for everybody. Pack, you never blame teammates. You're overly hard on yourself when you're sucking. Yeah, I mean, it, yeah, I get that way too. That's just part of being tilted. Everyone gets tilted, you know. The key is just to brush it off, take a break, go, you know, eat some ramen or cereal or whatever, and come back later. That's the best way to do it. If you're bad, you just take a minute. Tell me why you're bad. Don't trash me. It's not smart. Yeah. Nobody gets better by being trash talked, you know? You're not going to make your teammates suddenly play better by like yelling at them. And I've tried. I've tried. Everyone has tried that at some point. It doesn't work. Oh yeah, I need to sell all this stuff in my bags. I've just been admiring my thing with my kind of low FPS. So one thing I've noticed is like my FPS here is like yeah, I get like a way higher. Well, there's fewer people here, I suppose. Maybe it's not way higher. But this, so I'm running no add-ons, and I feel like the FPS goes a lot higher just sitting around. But when I have add-ons and there's a lot of stuff going on, my FPS is like 40 compared to like 80 here. And when I'm in an arena on this guy, like without any add-ons, I think my FPS gets to like 200 something. I never get that high when I'm running all my add-ons. So that's a kind of a, it's definitely something to consider. I play better, you know, with less lag for sure. I've noticed that. Sell all this stuff. Uh, Auction off some stuff here. The Luxtos weak aura packs definitely hit the FPS. Yeah, maybe that's a big part of it. Do I use arena target binds or just manually tab and click? I manually tab and click, and I I use I think I click unit frames. I mean not unit nameplates a decent bit, but I also click the arena frames a lot. And I set focus with arena frames pretty frequently by right clicking. Yeah, I'm a kind of like old school. I don't use any arena 123 keybinds or party 123. If I were a healer, I think I would consider party 123 keybinds. Um, that's probably an optimization I could consider, but I don't do it. Oh well. Click your spells too. You're too good for it. No, that I don't do. I definitely don't recommend clicking your spells. That's hard. That will slow you down. You target arena 123 keys but never use them. So that's probably another thing that pro arena players would probably have to do. I bet like 95% of them use arena 123, maybe more than 95%, because it's a little more efficient. But it just means that you have those keys that are useless in Blitz, useless in PvE, and I'm just not willing to make that sacrifice. I like this mount. I like the way it glows when you move. It's like shooting some, it's like powering up. One of the weird things you do on Rogue, which is why your only tune until Mop, is have middle click on Gladius casts blind along with the normal left and right focus. Interesting. I never thought about that, like having more keybinds for the arena frame. I think there was a time when I tried, instead of using focus, setting focus with the arena frames, I'd use right click to fear them. But I kind of ditched that a while ago. I like just setting the focus and casting focus fear. But yeah, I guess that could be a pretty efficient way to blind somebody, because you need to blind super fast. You feel so young, guys. You were 12 and that's funny. Uh, yeah. When Mop came around, I was not playing WoW because I was busy with my career, so I was not not gaming a lot then. So yeah, definitely older than that. Yeah, we're all old as hell. Yeah, yeah. This crowd here tends towards the a little older side. Not like super old. We're not like boomers, but getting there. Fear feels like it'd be hard since it's cast and not instant. Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know if I would be able to play Rogue that well without really rethinking my keybinds and stuff. I feel like my keybinding setup is very optimized for casters. And for melee, I'd probably have to rethink it. I'm not sure. You were 21 when you started in vanilla? Yeah. Let me think. Vanilla came out in 2004? Yeah, I won't say exactly, but that's ballpark where I'm at. Guys are the golden era of the game. Everyone wanted to be at the time. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, like had like real life obligations and stuff, you know? That's the hard thing. When the game is so addictive, so fresh, nothing else like it out there, and had to like go to school, do work. Ugh. S-Jaws, you were 3 when WoW launched. Well, we have all ages here. All generations represented here. Actually, I don't think I have anybody here over the age of, let's just say over the age of 80. So that'd be pretty awesome if we had some like true, true baby boomers here. You were 17 when WoW launched, not November '04. Oh yeah, that's right, because we just had the 20th anniversary event. Yeah, man, can't believe that. Locke and Ellie are your only casters you've played at any kind of OK rating, but you really love Locke. You're leveling a second Locke right now while we watch. Yeah. I don't know what about this queue. Shoot. I missed two very important queues earlier. I think because the delve was bugged. Very frustrating. Uh, but yeah, otherwise I could be playing my other Locke. I've got my fresh Locke that I was kind of doing the no add-on challenge. I think I'll keep doing it, but I think I'm going to modify it over the next few days. And like, I'm pretty sure I can get the 2400 with no add-ons, but it's not really that fun, especially in Blitz. So I think I'm going to turn on BGE for Blitz. I might keep no add-ons for Shuffle, because the only add-on I miss is Omnibar. But BGE, so BGE, for those who don't know, Battleground Enemies is like the targeting add-on for Blitz. You need it. It's like a must have. You were in that Blitz on Windwalker, and now you just keep trying to hit the Windwalker rotation and paying more attention to the stream. You just, if you're watching my stream, just hit your one button rotation. You'll be fine. Blitz without BGE feels terrible. Yeah, honestly, even to watch it, I was like rewatching my stream just to see if it looked as horrible as it felt, and it feels horrible. And like watching it, it's bewildering because you have no idea what's happening, like who's on the enemy team, where they are they dead? It's crazy. You feel old? Gonna be 38 next week? 38's not old. Don't be silly. That's like you're still very fresh and young. Sometimes when you fly in Kalimdor, you don't know if it's called like that in English. Yeah, Kalimdor. You're nostalgic for a time you did not know. That's a really good way to put it. I feel that way. So I actually feel nostalgia in Kalimdor and like the old continents and stuff. And I think that's why a lot of people feel like kind of mixed feelings about the way Cataclysm changed that the landscape so much. But even when I go to zones from expansions I didn't play, like I did not play Pandaria. Let's just go to Pandaria. It's like it's cool. I don't know if I'd say nostalgia. I guess it's nostalgia. It is kind of nostalgia, and I never played it. Oh my gosh, wrong teleport thing. Let's see. Whoa, I'm on a tree. So, I don't like the darker zones. This one looks kind of gloomy. Not a fan. Oh my god, did I just get screwed again? Did you see that? Okay, so it's not a delve issue. I joined the queue and it just I'm like livid. Something is broken. And these queues here have not popped. What is going on? Let me relog. You'd queue and it just disappeared. That just happened 3 times in a row. That's crazy. This guy's still in queue for. I mean, this guy's on the EU servers, and it's like, I think this is sunrise in EU. I think we established that the sun rises in the same place where it sets, which is kind of weird. But I think that's right. I think the sun rises over here and it sets over here. That is kind of weird. Anyway, let's try some inky games. There's nothing in the log. Yeah, there's something wacky. I don't know why I can't catch a cue right now. Wow, it's so bright here. It's sunrise. But where's the sun? Maybe the sun does rise over here. We'll see soon. What spec am I? Destro? Alright, let's just queue for something. I just want to see if I can get in anything. Let's queue solo demo. Because this guy's demo rating is not that high. Actually, Destro rating is not that high either. I wonder if that's still rank 1 territory. I don't even know. Haven't checked in a while. Yeah, there's something wacky going on with the queues. Why can't I get in the queue? Whoa, this thing makes an awesome noise. Oh yeah. I actually think this is worth grinding. It was not hard. It took a little while, probably like a few hours of doing tier 1 delves. But this is a pretty nice mount. Although I think this might be a reused model. I'm not sure. I think I've seen this before. I don't have any other mounts that look like this, but I think I've seen it before, just different colors. Hey Veggie, any twos today? Probably not. My wife Pinky has I think we did a lot with the kids today, so she's like turning in early. I'll probably, I mean, I won't be up late either myself, but just having some fun. I wanted to get a stream in today at some point because I missed it earlier when I normally stream. Okay, we've got a game here. What is this? Why is this? Why is this? That's right. There we go. Fix that. Okay. Hold on. Let me stick this kind of follower dungeon. Not that I'm getting any queues right now, but EU people are still waking up, so it's like hard to get higher rated stuff. Okay. We're demo. This is a 2800 game. Okay. Wow. Ellie, Frost Decay, and 2 Ellies and a Frost Decay. What in the world? Soul Harvester. You know what? Let's skip Impish Instincts. Let's just go Fell Lord, Netherward. Let's just do it. I play WoW with my wife. Yeah, it's great. The key is like definitely never blame her for anything that goes wrong. Never blame anybody as a rule, but whoa, that guy just almost blew up the healer. Let's interrupt the healer. This is a weird game already. I think my Ellie is doing absolutely insane damage. Look at that damage meter. What in the world is that? Alright, he's using his go. I think we'll be okay with just popping some of their minor defensive cooldowns. Gonna fear that guy out of the hex. Oh wow, I'm gonna wall. Shoot. I think our healer's falling a little behind with the CC. For it for a second. But I need to make sure I'm in line of sight of my healer. Precog. Fear this guy instead. Try and reflect some damage. Amp Cursive Weakness on the Ellie during his go. Interrupt the healer. This is probably kill. Maybe. Maybe. Trinket. Fear. Shoot, I didn't get it. Oh no, I should have just done some damage there. Maybe I could have killed him. Oh shoot, I'm dead. Coil. Stun him. Yeah, I didn't have enough. I got a little scared and I walled a little earlier than I should have. I think I'm just a little rusty. Nightmare Lobby. So this is a tough lobby, except for so Frost Decay is not necessarily tough. It's there's just a lot of grounding totems and a lot of disruption from Ellie. Ellie is basically very strong into other casters. So that's kind of the issue here. But I think I could have played that better. If I had my wall for when that second go happened, that would have been much better timing. Stun this guy. So I use my reflect during the port per second. Just trying to pull this guy line of sight of his healer. And burst. Wow, they're bursting too pretty hard. Dude, it's crazy. I think this is just a very high damage lobby. I've got to get a fear here. And I got to take out the tremor totem as soon as it pops down. There's no tremor, as far as I can tell. Just kiting for a second. I don't like to kite, but sometimes you got to do it. Coil him. Interrupt the healer. Trinket. Reflect during the second go. Trying to hold my defensive here. I think I can get away with it. Let's stun the DK. Keep him in place. I probably should try and stand in the little healing circle thing that this guy has. Dang it, he stole my fear. I think. I'm actually not even sure. I'm just porting for a second. My healer is a little stressed, but I think we'll be okay. Got the precog. Got the AoE stun. Fearing the healer. This feels pretty good. Anything can die. Wall. There we go. All right. The key is I need to save my wall for those major goes, and I should be able to do okay here. That was a little sloppy that first game. Otherwise, I probably could have gotten a ton of rating for this lobby. 2,800. Crazy. DKs are your nightmare. You hate the grabs? Yeah. This is going to be a nightmare. I should probably get Soul Rip here. Yeah. This is I'm not going to cast anything. Reflect. Probably reflected absolute crazy amount of damage. Oh my gosh, I can't cast anything. I don't even know who to go on. Oh yeah, maybe we go on the Druid. Shoot, maybe I should. Oh, I didn't have to drink it anyway. Spear this guy. Like, there's a tremor totem. There's like, how do I find it? I see a tremor totem. Let's get it. There's no way. It's ridiculous. I don't think I should have reflected there. I probably could have saved that a little longer. Interrupt the Stormkeeper just to slow down their damage a little. Let's get out of the area, the blast radius, whatever's going on over there. I think we just tunnel damage into that guy. Oh my gosh, if I could ever move. Let's get a fear, maybe. Uh-oh. Stun that guy. Be this guy. Coil. See if I can get a fear. Nope. Get a fear on the druid. Nice. Good fear. Kill the tremor. At least one of them. Might be another one somewhere out there. Stun this guy. Oh my gosh, die. No. Alright, he lived. He died. Perfect. Okay. So one advantage I have in this lobby that's just occurred to me is that if I can make it to the 2-3 minute mark, I have a huge advantage because I have Mortal Strike, and they don't, which is a really nice advantage. It's really rare because there's so many hunters and warriors out there that usually I'm not the only one with Mortal Strike, but this is a good. It's tough because Ellie are strong counters. I can't fear. I get interrupted a lot. Get grounding. But it's not the worst. Could be worse. Oh, nice grab. Let's go ahead and stun this guy over here. Let's coil into Fel Lord. That's kind of a weird Fel Lord spot. I didn't place him there, I thought, but that's okay. Reflect. Hellstone. Stun the Ellie. Just slow down the damage a little bit. Just to buy our healer a little time. Holy cow, that damage. I think I'm out of the woods though. Am I playing? I'm not playing Feldom, so I need to save my pet. Do I need a wall here? I'm not sure what's going on with the healing, but this is not feeling good. Nice, I got precog. Oh my gosh. I did not save my pet. Oof, that's bad. Is it the worst thing in the world? I'm not sure. TBD. Probably. This is not good. Let's see. Okay. Hard casting is not going to be easy. I think they have realized there might be a problem here on my end. Okay. So sometimes, you know how earlier today I was talking about how it's so efficient to skip the Feldon point? That definitely backfired there. I really don't need Amp Curse here. I do need a pet though. I definitely need a pet. Okay. I should have switched to Soul Rip too, but that's okay. Felguard is pretty useful here too. Holy cow.
I did not expect this outcome.
That's actually my bad. The first thing I should have done after coming out of that stun is reflect. But it was kind of the priest and I kind of messed up. Like we I'm just thinking about there are a number of things that went wrong there. Like the priest and I stacked up, uh, so we both got stunned. That was pretty foolish. Second is my first thing I should have done in that situation after coming out of this stun is get my reflect up. Like here, I just need to reflect. Stormkeeper, they're going, A bomb, whatever, nonsense. Coil this, fear that other guy. You know, I thought I reflected earlier, but I think I just fat fingered it, didn't hit it earlier. It's fine. I'll just use it now. So I'm keeping damage rolling on both targets because against a druid, I need to do multiple sources of pressure. Getting a little bit of frame rate lag. I don't know about this. What in the... It's always funny when you get yanked around like that. You have no control over your character. So I'm reflecting. Shoot, it's not great. That was not a great wall, but I'm just trying to see if I can get on the offense here. Stun that guy. Stun that guy too. This is kind of bad since I haven't been able to port. That's pretty unfortunate.
I did not expect this outcome.
So I think so that game did not feel very I feel like I got figured out. Like my playstyle was not very was not working there. Just trying to think. I mean, it ended up being a pretty evenly matched game all around. There was the one game where I got blown up before I could do anything. That just happens sometimes. There was the one game where my pet died and I didn't have Feldom, and I should have been playing Feldom because against Ellie Shamans, so many Ellie Shamans and Frosty K, like that AoE damage is pretty high. I probably should have run with Feldom the entire time. And then there's the game where the first game where I think I was just playing just a little sloppy. I think I walled unnecessarily. That game there, it felt like the priest just could not keep up with the damage. So I think I needed to do more CC on the DK and Ellie, just kind of like keep rolling, a little more control there. Yeah, that would have helped. But kind of interesting to unpack that. Feels like I haven't played a high level demo game in a long time, so I was a little rusty there. It's good practice. All right. You need a wife too? What what is that lifestyle? Yeah, it's a good lifestyle right now. I can't complain. Uh, yeah, that one game where I died in like 2 seconds. This game here, it says combat time was 51 seconds. It was less than that. It was like 10 seconds. I died so fast. Just bam, bam, bam. Ridiculous. All because both the healer and I got CC'd and neither of us trinketed. You don't know why, but this song makes you think of the never-ending story. This song or the song before? Everything Now? Th- this one? Yeah, I like this song a lot. That's your type of game? The vanished ones? Yeah. Yeah, I just died so fast. I mean, Ellie just does crazy bursts sometimes. I definitely could have done better in that lobby. That's definitely not the lobby, not the kind of lobby where I would normally go 6-0. But I feel like if I were on top of my gameplay, I would have done better than that normally. Like better than 2-4. So a little rusty. Yeah, has the same intro. Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen the Never Ending Story. Such a good one. Let's see, Mr. Zelik. This was M plus 2000 rating for season one. Oh, I didn't do any M plus until season two, so I must have missed out on that. Run Corco. With introducing one button rotation, everyone does almost max damage now. Yeah, it doesn't work for every single class, but for the classes it does work for, it's really, really good. And that's okay. That's okay. I think elevating the skill floor, I don't think people should be upset about that. I think I think some people take it a little personally when they're being outperformed by one button rotation by a lot. Um, but what I would hope is that people would simply view that as okay, I'll just do the one button thing. And what I'll do instead is focus on all the other ways that you can be good at the game, which is really good cooldown management, good CC, positioning, because there's a lot to do in the game. I mean, you can look at there's a lot of really good PvP games out there that are just one button. That's all about positioning, cooldown management. A lot of all the shooter games are like that. All the MOBAs, very few actually active buttons. I think that's actually really high level gameplay at the end of the day. You'll blame the healer even if it's your fault. No, that wasn't the healer's fault though. That was I mean, I think the healer probably should have pain suppressed because they can pain suppress in stuns, but that was so fast that it just happens sometimes. Let's just pull up that death log. Promise the death log doesn't show. Yeah, I guess I went from 50 to 0 in about 0.5 seconds or less than 0.5. That's pretty fast. 50 at 50%, probably pain suppress there. I don't know if he got a pain suppress off before I died or not, but that would have been the thing to do. But I also had a global where I could have reflected, and that would have saved me too. So it's not really the healer's fault. You love your healers, bad or good. Jokes aside, yeah, yeah. Healers are the key to getting queues get rolling. We need them. Never, never, never criticize a healer. Wait, what did I queue for? This might be actually a low-rated blitz. This may not be super worth it right now, but okay. So blitz queues are working. I wonder if my other character is just bugged. I don't know what's going on. You send healers that are even just okay. Affirmation whispers after lobbies. Try to be a positive force. Oh, you know what? That's a really good thing to do. I've never done that. I mean, I'll occasionally if somebody really stands out. I think my rule against chatting is actually I should chat positive things. That's a really good idea. Just whisper afterward, be like, "Well done," sort of thing. I think especially a lobby like that where it's super high damage, that's very hard for healers. Very stressful, very unpleasant the way people die so fast. Oh wait, what is this? Oh, I'm Destro. That's right. Okay, let me reload real quick. I think my UI is all messed up. We've got this is a 2200 game. A lot of melee, ton of melee. We have all the casters. Wait, we don't have we have no melee and they have all the melee. That's so wacky. Okay. Um, Soul Rip, Nether Ward. So actually here I'm actually gonna take Impish Instincts. I'm gonna run Hellcaller. Yeah, let's run Hellcaller with a pet. This looks okay. Channel Demon Fire. Did I pick up a Hellstone? Yeah, I did. Okay. Alright, we're good. This is fine. This game really needs some people like me. Or like Matt. Yeah, Matt is like that's huge. I should probably send a nice little note to my healers. Uh, what? That's a pretty early bloodlust, but okay. That's a very early bloodlust. Double coil. Let's just start blasting. What the? That was an early bubble too. Everyone is just nuts. Just nuts here. Oh, that's not a holy pally. Okay, here we go. Drop this guy. Big damage. I'm gonna interrupt the frost. Try and kill him. Nice. Killed him before ice block. Came back off. Cooldown. All right. We're cleaning up here. So Channel Demon Fire is pretty fun because it's like it feels like it does way more damage than it does. I think that's why it's fun. Soulfire does a decent bit of damage. It's the alt. Wait, okay, yeah, I was like gonna say that somebody should pick up that thing. Um, but it just feels like it does damage. It's pretty cool. Like watch this, all these little missiles. Double coil. Let's blow this guy up. Dang, people are dying. This is crazy. What the? I feel like you know, the other team. No, they do have a bloodlust. Yeah, they have a couple of them. Never mind. I don't know. Crazy. All right. Uh, so why am I in? Oh, my pet is like I didn't set my pet to pass it. There we go. I was like, I cannot mount up. Wait a second. Let's make this guy not a favorite. No, not that guy. This guy, Chariot. Oh yeah, such a sweet mount. Go help out over here. Infernal. Malevolence. So I like to channel Demon Fire first. That draws out the kicks. Actually, I'm gonna wall here anyway. No, I won't. I don't need to. What am I doing? Just kill that guy. All right. I guess this guy's kind of cool because it feels like I'm flying when I'm going downhill. Alright, yeah. Kind of stomping here. Kind of is. Alright. Channel Demon Fire. So Channel Demon Fire, if you notice there, it does a lot of damage when it's single target. I think total is probably close to 3 million. It's like basically a Chaos Bolt. So when you're not like splitting damage, it's pretty nice. Interrupt the heal. That was a nice fade though. Alright. Very nice. Easy peasy. You saw the sun rising in WoW before you saw it through the window. You're cooked. Dude, yeah, sometimes if you play a lot late into the night, it can seriously throw off your like internal clock because of the way, I don't know. Also, like the fact that I'm like on both EU and NA, these EU queues are just not. I forgot to put this guy in the follower dungeon, and it's like nothing has happened here. But yeah, where's the sun? I I don't know. It's like a foggy day, but I think the sun is rising in the sun rises in the northwest, and it sets in the northwest, in both places. That's what would have to happen for that to happen, like just astrologically or astronomically. It means the world is like spinning, and then at noon it just spins the other direction, you know? It's crazy. Matt, you just got a whisper from a Prev after Blitz saying you won the game for his team by being the only one to peel the DK off them when they're flag carrier. Nice. You ran in, rocked into paralyze. Didn't let them reconnect for the last second flag cap. Made your day. Made you think to do it yourself. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it feels so good when people when you make a play, and second when you know that other people kind of recognize it too. It's such a good feeling. You didn't play Desert today. It's not efficient. Yeah. No. I play everything. Yeah. So I kind of just roll around Destro, Demo, Affliction. I play them all. So that last Blitz game, that was Destro. I was playing Hellcaller Destro. I actually play a lot of Diabolist Destro too. But I find in Blitz that Hellcaller is a little better. So I play Diabolist mostly in Shuffle. But I think like all the specs are really fun. First time you saw fog in game? You know, I think that's a good point. I don't think I've ever seen it this foggy. Maybe it's like a morning thing. I've never been logged on around sunrise, but this is like sunrise time in EU, right? What time is it? Local time 6:25 a.m. Yeah, I don't even know where the sun rises. It's like bright all over because of the fog. It's pretty cool. Okay. A lot of casters. Let's go ahead and run with Nether Ward. I don't really need a pet here because pets they can kind of get in the way. Sometimes they just they run around. So let's sack the pet. Yeah, Diabolist feels good. Problem is like a map like this, you need to be like casting and running around a lot. And so Diabolist does feel like it's a little harder to make it work. I guess I should put this guy in a follower dungeon. I thought I did that earlier. It's weird. Immolation is too hard to cast. Yeah, we call it immolate. Immolate in English, and it's in Shuffle it's a lot easier to get out. It's actually I think Diabolist is slept on in Shuffle because immolate is a kick bait, you know? If people kick that, that's great. Can I kill this guy through that? Dang. Interrupted Chaos Bolt. I'm not playing this very well. I keep trying to get... I feel like I'm getting a lot of lag. A wall here. Whoa, I died through wall really fast. That was crazy. Yeah, I did not do a very good job shutting down their Destro lock, that's for sure. Got wrecked. Let's see. You never think like that. It's true. It's a good spell to kick. Well, I mean, it's actually... Sorry, I was just distracted for a second. It's not that like you don't want to kick it when the other player's casting it, but like people will kick it, and what ends up happening is that frees you up to cast like everything else, right? Fear, chaos bolts, and stuff. So it's actually pretty nice. When you're playing Hellcaller, you're not casting very much, so it's kind of harder to get good fear baits or kick baits. So it's a little harder even to set up your cast bolt combos. Wait, what is going on? Alright. Our healer did everything possible to try and keep me alive there so I could just tunnel some chaos bolts into their flag carrier. And it didn't even touch their health. It's crazy. But I do commend the healer for keeping me alive even for that long. I didn't help wall or anything, so. At your elo, just a few people bait. Try to learn it, but nobody kicks you. Yeah. At lower ELO, you kind of just have to go for it, honestly. Interrupt the affliction lock. Double coil. So, what I'm not sure is who should be on defense and offense. It looks like on defense we've got a warrior and a shadow priest. So I think that's enough. DK looks like, I think DK, oh my gosh, this mount's too big for the door. Wait, what? Oh, my keybinds are all messed up. Oh my gosh. I don't have Burning Rush. I forgot to respec. Dang. That's really bad. I'm never gonna catch the flag carrier now. They can Void Elf teleport through the ice walls. It's a pretty nice little trick. I guess we cap the flag. That's cool. Let's go ahead and get revenge on this guy. Uh-oh. This may not be actual revenge. We'll see. Alright, yeah, we got it. I'm so slow. Alright, let's how am I on health stones? Let's get a new health stone thing. Let's go ahead and run out here. Did they give up? It's kind of early to give up. It's only 1-0. 6 minutes left. Yeah, they clearly gave up, but it's game is pretty far from over. 6 minutes is a long time. This guy, I like this guy. He's got grit. He's not giving up. He's no quitter. But let's heal up. I think this little house is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure it has looked the exact same since vanilla. Did they ever revamp? Actually, you know what? I think they did make Warsong look a little nicer at some point. Maybe I remember it looking. Yeah, this looks actually. Look at that skybox. That was definitely. It was not this nice in vanilla, but this house looks the same, right? I'm not sure. Whoa, what's the cooldown on the leaf? It's short. I just took it. This is Kata mop quality. Maybe in Kata is when they revamped everything, and I just like I mean, that was so long ago. It feels like it was vanilla. They reskinned the base. Wow, what's the cooldown? That's short. I never actually hung out in this hut for very much, but like whenever I come here to try and get a rejuve thing, it's always up. That's a short cooldown. They reskinned the bases. I wonder when they did that. So you're saying like Kata or Mop or something? They did do something to Warsong? Yeah, I mean, if you look at the trees and stuff, it's much nicer. Definitely much nicer than it looked in vanilla. Did they even have pink trees back in vanilla? I don't even know. English grammar so bad? No, your English is great. No, don't kill me. Alright, let's kill this guy. Oh my gosh. Alright, I survived. After the game, can I show you your stuff? Your full stuff? What you want to make? You want to see what crafting gear you got? Yeah, sure. Let me queue up here. So this is my alt. So I don't have perfect gear on it. It's pretty good actually, but mostly. So this is actually not representative. I run with fewer crafted pieces on my main. On my main, I run with just the purchased neck piece. I think I run with crafted rings. I can't remember. Definitely one crafted ring, haste versatility. I think I maybe craft the boots too because you want haste versatility, and I don't think you can buy haste versatility. But you need 2 elemental focusing lenses. You can put them anywhere. Ring and wrist is perfectly fine. And then the rest is just haste verse. Very simple. And I think that works pretty well with Destro. Now, in Blitz, you can run with a little more mastery, and I do that a lot. But on my alt, I don't really have multiple gear sets, so this is what I've got. Just all haste first. It's coin FF. You looked it up. They reskinned Warsong with Kata release. Ah, okay. So I just don't remember. I don't remember what the game looked like before Kata, and I never really played the classic. When they brought back classic. So I just can't bring myself to go back to that like slow pace. It was so fun back then, but that's the past. Let's drop out of queue here, or drop out of the instant script there. You need one more ring and the boots. Saw a guy with a staff crafted, so you'll see. Yeah, you can. So the thing about crafted stuff is you can have more fine-tuned control over your stats. But I have found that going heavy on versatility has worked out pretty well for me. So I tend to just go with the purchased gear because anything you purchase from the vendor is heavier on versatility than it would be if you crafted it. I remember in Dragonflight, I would craft almost every single piece other than your set pieces because going heavy versatility didn't seem to be that helpful. But War Within seems like versatility is kind of the way to go. You think the opening gates at the beginning used to have wood that broke at the game start? Oh, yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. Dang. Yeah. That brings me back. Crazy. If it's not for your set, do you upgrade your stuff at the catalyst? No, not usually. Although I haven't checked. But usually you're not going to get the right stat distribution. It's kind of a good question though, because you can do it. So yeah, crit verse on the back. What's this? Wrist you get. So I guess wrist you would get haste verse. Wait a second. It's actually like heavy on verse. Huh. So that's definitely an option. Crit mastery, definitely not. Crit haste, no. Kind of interesting. But the thing is, like, actually, so it looks like wrist, maybe you could, but what's funny is you can actually get this crafted wrist that's full versatility, and I run with this. This is engineers can craft this for you, even though it's cloth. It's like an engineering craft, and it's full versatility. I actually do like I like doing stuff like that. Just a little more versatility. I think some of my gear here I probably should swap out. I mean I've got I've got plenty of conquest I could, but whatever, who cares, you know? As long as everything's like item level is maxed and they're all like somewhere split between haste and versatility or a little bit of mastery is fine, then uh, you're not gonna really tell the difference. It's all good either way. Let's see if this Q pops. Okay. I think next season we're gonna see a little bit more customization because people will finally have enough stats to kind of throw around. So I'm gonna play with a lot of different stats and we'll see how things go. But I could see different things working out pretty well. Like a little extra mastery or a little extra, or just going crazy amounts of versatility. Probably get to 40% versatility if you want to. Okay, this is all right. Okay, this is our EU guy, 2400. No add-ons. Sadly, no add-ons. Okay, LE Shaman again. Shoot, Red Pally and a Frost Mage. So this is actually a pretty tough lobby. This is a pretty tough lobby, but let's go reflect here. Okay, and we've got Soul Harvester, solo build. Good, good. All right. So, inspired you to make your second lock Void Elf? Nice. Yeah, Void Elf is great. Okay, got precog. Let's go ahead and send our stun. I guess we'll stay here because we're in the dome. Let's stun the Repentance. Port. Oops, nope. Port. Precog. So we're focusing on the Ellie, but I probably should actually hit the Ret a lot more. Because Rets are actually a little squishier than Ellies. The thing about Rets is like they're squishy, but you have to get through a lot of cooldowns. Interrupt the UP. Fell Lord. Is that a bubble? What kind of bubble? I think it's like it's bubble, like not like the spell bot, but actually a bubble, right? I don't know. Can't tell. Okay. So this is where Omnibar, not having Omnibar really screwed me up. But we got through both their kicks. I got precog again. I don't even know. This is just based on gut feel. Another precog. I'm pretty sure I just tunnel the Ret Pally at this point. Stun him. Coil. Stun healer. Get the kill. All right.
This just means more entertainment for me.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure how I feel about this, but I think I'm getting better at it. It's taking a little bit of practice giving up Omnibar, but I'm getting a little bit of better sense of it. Just takes practice. You just kind of have like, okay, this is the rhythm. Now they have really short cooldowns on their kicks, that makes it pretty hard, but I think I can play around it. Sliding it like air hockey. I like that. The Void Elf teleport is totally air hockey. When you saw it, you regret your Blood Elf. Blood Elf is a tough sell these days. I feel like they kind of they got the short end of the stick when it comes to the PvP talents, or like their racials. Because in PvP, their racials are more or less useless. Wait, I need to pay attention. I don't know when they've kicked or anything. I really don't know. There's a kick. Coil. I actually don't know what happened to my fear on the. Maybe he Shadow or Death did or faded. It is a lot harder to notice some very important stuff. Man, that was a bad positioning on my end. You know, I'm just gonna stack some pets on the ice wall. Nobody's in danger. This is like free stacks. Okay. Let's interrupt the Frostfire. Fear the Priest. I'm laying the Fell Lord there. It's not a great spot for it, but interrupt Polly. Fear the Priest. That was a trinket, I think. Wow, this mage is hitting me hard on a wall here. Alright, we're just trying to pressure this guy. Coil. Fear the healer. Oof, that was actually pretty close. They almost blew up the Ellie. Why was that so close? I feel like I was dominating the whole game. I guess like I think this mage just does a lot of burst damage. I mean, Frost Mage is just broken. It's just how it is. Let's see. Once you go Void Elf, you never go back. Yeah, that's how I felt. Like I tried Orc Warlock for my EU alt for like a hot second, and then was pretty quickly convinced that that was a terrible mistake. It, yeah. Back in Dragonflight, it was definitely a tougher call because the Void Elf teleport, it was so slow. It was kind of like a gimmick. But it's now basically like a blink or whatever. It's so good. I don't know who should beat on. On the mage. We're just kind of hitting both. I don't feel like any of them are great targets. Wow, that was crazy burst. So they have a lot of control. Let's just tunnel damage to Ellie. Keep Doom rolling on both though. Stun the Ellie. Oh my gosh, let me cast something. Relay port here. Stun that guy. Fear the priest. I'm gonna trinket that. Feels like we're running out of steam. Coil this guy. Bake the fear. Refear. Didn't get it. Fear again. Stun the healer. Go for kill here. Maybe. Hellstone. Fear. Oh my gosh. I got interrupted that time. Oh no, 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 no. That's so sad. Wow. I don't know what to say. I think I played that well until the end. What happened is I got interrupted when I could have probably done enough damage to kill the mage. I think I spent a lot of time early in the game trying to like figure out who to even go on, and that set me behind. But I don't think that mattered too much because what really mattered is at the end when there's a lot of dampening. Trying to get as much damage as you can out, it's much more meaningful. And like if you get interrupted late, much worse than getting interrupted early in the game, you know? Gonna reflect here. Let's coil the repentance. But let's actually go on the pally. Fake the kick. Fear the priest. Doom on everybody. Let's port. Can't port. Gonna interrupt the repentance. Let's fear that shaman. Fake the kick. Port. I don't think I'm in too much danger here, so we're good. Healthstone. Reflecting during Ascendance or whatever it's called. Alright, got the precog. Fearing. Bellord on top of me. Oh, I got an interrupted shoot. I think I'm okay though. Trinket that. Stunning the healer out of that sheep. Maybe I didn't hit that stun very well. It's okay. Turn on this guy. He bubbled, right? I'm not sure. Maybe I actually... Yeah, I popped my Grimoire Felgar too soon. Let's pop our wall though. I think we get the kill here. On something, right? Oh, I can't trinket that. It's too bad. Fear? No, I didn't get it. Oh, I interrupted Repentance. He has no cooldowns. Dang, couldn't get the kill though. Just trying to hit anything. Coil. Oh shoot, interrupted. So here I'm like overcapping shards, it doesn't matter. You're just trying to get damage out. I got a port. Kind of scared during a Ascendance. Shadow Flame or whatever. AoE stun. That was surprisingly close for how much pressure they were under. You never know with an Ellie when they can just pull out the Ascendance and you just get one shot. As long as you avoid that, you're okay. Matt, you have to be up for work in 6.5 hours, so you should crash. Always a pleasure in these streams. Yeah, thanks for popping by. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate the first the sub and everything, but the feedback on like it's good to know that you're a mod. Actually, you know, I don't have any mods. Maybe I need to figure that out. I never even thought about that, to be honest. But I really appreciate the feedback, and I hope we'll see you soon. Get some rest. Let's see. Oh, they have a really strong start. Just trying to catch up here. Reflect. You know, it's weird not having details. I can't really see how far behind we are, but we are definitely behind right now in terms of damage at the start of this particular round. Oh wait, what am I doing? I was like spamming my Tyrant and I was like, I thought I casted it earlier. I did cast it earlier. It's like, I think my UI is just like, I'm not used to it still. The Blizzard cooldown manager, little weird. You know, I think going on the mage last time was more effective, so I'm gonna try and do that more here. Let's just get out of line of sight for a second here. Summon pets on the totems. Got precog. Hitting pretty hard here. If I get a refuel here, that's like very, very good. Keep damage rolling. Oh, I got a late stun on the priest. That would have been a really nice stun. I'd trinket that just to keep the pressure up. Oh, I thought I faked that. I'll reflect here, just because, man, got rid of my reflect pretty quick. Okay, nice stun on the priest. They're under pressure, unless I can't get in range. Ah, shoot, lost a lot of time there. And then I got interrupted twice. Not good. Huh, I got feared through that wall. It's weird.
That item is still recharging.
A nice repentance on the priest. Alright, this is our game to lose. This is just a matter of keeping pressure up, not getting interrupted at a key time. It's really, really good opportunities for us. I'm going to stun this guy because they almost one-shot my Ret Pally again. That'd be really unfortunate to lose that way again. Alright. Oh my gosh. You win the whole round and then almost lose at the end. And it almost like deja vu. Like the Ret Pally almost got one shot right at the end. It's crazy. It's good to recover there though. Keep the pressure up. Win that round. I think we'll get back to 24 after this one. So that's good. Yeah. Let's see if we can close this out pretty good shot here at winning this one. We'll see. As long as the mage doesn't one-shot somebody, we good. Hit up the poly. Oh, I didn't get my tyrant out properly. Alright, finally got an interrupt. Wait, he's immune? Wait, what? What did he use there? Was that spell block? I don't even know. I like sent like several spells into him. I was like, I don't know why he's not taking damage. There's a lot of stuff where like I'm a little without like big debuffs. Like now he's immune again. I actually don't even know why. But I'm gonna stay on this ret. He's gone through 2 immunities, so he must be low on cooldowns now. Got precog. See if I can get a good fear in the healer. Not likely, but there's a swap. Done on the ret. wall. Thunderette, and there we go, 5 wins. All right. I think the game, I should have gone 6 in this lobby. It's not an easy lobby because LE mages are very strong into warlocks, but I could have gone 6. The game I lost, I had the ret on my team, and we just kind of we threw somehow, and I'm not sure how. We were just ran out of steam. It happens. But you know what? It's a good lobby. I was kind of yeah, because I had to AFK out of a lobby earlier on, and so that was it was a slow grind to get 150 points back. But here we are, back to 24 on EU, and you know what? It's midnight here in NA. I think I'm gonna have to call the stream. Oh, you know what? Let's just see if we get an instant pop on Blitz on NA. If I do, I'll take it. But I'll give it a solid 30 seconds, see if anything pops. But otherwise, I think it's going to be bedtime for me. Don't want to be up too late. Did a lot of stuff today with the kids. Still have family in town, so it's been a little bit less, streaming a little bit less this week, but last week and this week. But next week, I'll be streaming again, decent bit more. Let's see. Yeah, queue's not popping. So I'm going to throw this message up on the stream. Thank you, everybody, for all the support. Thanks for watching. Nice meeting you, TF. It's good. Nice chatting and great questions. I love answering questions, love teaching. Hey, Pack. I think Matt's already went to bed, but like, good night. Good night to everybody here. I will be streaming almost every day, certainly weekdays. And I'll catch you all soon. All right. It'll be fun. I think the next 3 weeks we're going to be grinding out the remainder of the season, see if we can squeeze in some rank 1 pushing, but since I won't be able to play a ton that final week of the season, I'm not sure I'll go for rank 1, but we'll see. Other than that, we'll just like play some stuff and then hit the ground running with season 3. New guides and everything. All right. See you all soon. Thanks.